So today we're here with Emily, who joins us at Direct Partners with the aim of building her skills and progressing into a career that suits her lifestyle. So Emily, take us through your career progression from when you left school up until now.
So I left during high school, and after high school, I originally wanted to go to like college, but I declined the offer because I didn't felt it was the right path for me. So I started to look for work, and I came across Skills Firm of Scotland. The advisor told me about the direct partners opportunity for pre-employment. So I took on that, did the interview, and obviously did my work experience with direct partners, then eventually progressed to like an apprentice as a administrative assistant. Then obviously I progressed a little bit further within the company. And then when the pandemic hit, I then started to reflect my career goals because originally it was finance. So I'm glad our parents gave me an opportunity to do bookkeeping. But after a while, I prefer to do something more like IT, more technical rather than finance. So I did a little bit of researching on IT industries, then came across CompTIA A plus, which I'm quite interested in. So also I told our partners that I'll be leaving the job because I want to pursue more of my passion rather than finance. Then eventually did this study course. I got it, and now I found employment for IT.
That's great. And so what problems did you experience when transitioning from school into work?
I would say that school didn't really advise anything about transition to work. They mainly focusing on either college or uni, which it didn't really help me anything. Because apparently they did let me know their skills from Scotland, but they didn't really enforce it. They mainly enforced uni college, which is quite frustrating if you want to just go straight to work rather than uni or college.
And did you ever consider going to university or college?
I did during, I think, S5, and then I didn't really go well. And as I did my last year of high school, I did okay, but I don't think that's the right path for me eventually because I'd rather do work rather than studying because I'm not
Yeah.
very keen on studying at all.
And so why did you choose not to go to university, bearing in mind you had the grades that would be accepted into a university or a college?
I just can't really see myself studying again for another 4 years. I just don't want to. I'd rather just go straight to work and progress further rather
Yeah.
than, keep studying. Feels like it's not really right for me.
Yeah, no, of course, understand that. And so how did you hear about us at Direct Partners?
It's mainly through Skills Firm in Scotland. They recommend me the pre-employment opportunity, so which I'm obviously quite interested in. That's how I got started.
And why did you decide to join us at Direct Partners?
I mean, they're very welcoming. They really give me an opportunity to help me get started within, admin, to do a little bit of work experience and be able to understand what I can do and what I can't do in work.
And so prior to joining Direct Partners, what was your understanding of the term apprenticeship?
It would just mainly work, earn, and learn. That's a few words I remembered.
And how has your understanding of the term apprenticeship changed since learning about Direct Partners and what we do?
It changed quite a lot. It's not just learning, you're just learning about the job as well. Not just the qualification and more of the job, how it links to the qualification and how it doesn't feel like it's not just a waste of time.
And so what did you want to work as before joining Direct Partners, if you can remember?
It was mainly like an accountant, anything to do with accounting or finance.
And has what you want to work as changed since joining Direct Partners?
No, just still anything to do with finance. Eventually, they gave me an opportunity to do bookkeeping, which I quite like as well.
Yeah, no, of course. And so what skills did Direct Partners provide you with?
Oh, quite a lot. So this means like be able to answer with customers, because I'm sure every job will need some kind of like customer or candidate interaction. Definitely a lot of phone calls, emails, administrative skills, problem solving, good attention to detail. They gave me quite a lot of skills, and that's how I'd be able to secure employment elsewhere.
That's great to hear. And so how do you plan to take these skills that you've learned forward and apply them throughout the duration of your career?
Because all these skills is, what every business needs, so it's
Yeah.
quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, of course, I totally understand. They're transferable skills, not just, like you can use them in sort of any work setting. I mean, the skills that you've mentioned anyway, office environments and, a lot of skills that you take in one office can be used in another office, for example. So no, I totally get that. And why did you get Why did you choose to get involved in the technology sector?
It's mainly because of my passion since I like building computers. I like talking about technology. So I think going to IT technologies, well, sorry, IT sectors much more appropriate rather than finance.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. And how did you actually get into the technology sector?
I was doing this IT technician course. They give me all these courses which I had to complete, including the exam. And then after that, I looked for employment and I talked about all these skills that I also learned during the course as well, which eventually helped me led to employment.
Yeah, that's great. And so how has your general life morale changed from the start of your direct partners journey until now?
I would say much more confidence. For example, early days of our partners, I'm not very keen on taking phone calls because I'm sure every young person doesn't really like, taking phone calls. It's
Mhm.
quite nerve-wracking, I would say. And after working with our partners for a couple more years, I feel more confidence. So when I take phone calls, even now, it just feels natural rather than feel, I don't want to do this phone call.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. And so what advice would you give to a young person who's unsure of where to go next?
I would say try come to direct partners. They give you, the work experience like I did. Whereas administration, because I know direct partners also do like, playwear, childcare,
Mm.
lifeguards. They give you this opportunity to do work experience, and then you can have this work experience to talk to other employers what you did, because it's very valuable.
Perfect. That's great, Emily. That's all the questions we've got for you today. Thank you very much for your time. That was absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you, Andy.